Welcome to your Monday. I'm J Cleveland Payne, aka your Mr. Monday, and this quick bit of motivation and inspiration was originally published on April 11th, 2022. The original message goes as follows. When a standard is artificially low, there is no honor in just meeting that standard. Even getting a participation trophy requires showing up for the bulk of the season. So, going deeper into this one, think about all those times that you've seen people just sort of skirt by and just get to wherever they need to go by not putting forth any effort. Sucked, didn't it? Just watching them just get there. The problem with your standards is if they're too low, then there's really no reason to really work toward getting them. If the standard is especially artificially low, just, you can joke about the fact that you set low standards so that you can meet them and then exceed them later on. But if they really are set to be just below basic, then why are you showing up? Why are you showing up? To be worth doing, what you need to do needs to be worth something and worth doing. And so if you're showing up for a job, you're showing up in a relationship, if you will, showing up in a fan group, and your expectation is basically just, not be too much of a jerk, or, don't fall asleep on the job, don't have nobody die at the end of the day. If that's all you're expecting for your work, then you're not going to get very much love and enjoyment out of it. You're not going to get very much in the way of a personal improvement mindset out of it. You're not going to get very much life and joy out of it. If you set your standards too low for maintaining relationships, you're not going to get anything from them but just someone to hang out with. And while that sounds great, if that person you're hanging out with brings little to the table, brings no conversation value, brings no extra value, and they don't even have like a truck to borrow for you to need to move, then what are you getting with that relationship other than just being around a person that you probably don't like very much? If your work standard is too low and you go in every day and you want to give 100%, and the fact that you are a person giving effort makes you the outlier and the outcast from the other folks that don't give effort. Trust me, I have been there. When you're the person showing up for work and you're the one that's putting out some output and no one else is doing it, and you look like the weirdo because you're trying to get work done, life sucks. The job sucks. Being there is horrible. And chances are you're in a workplace like that, not because they're paying you so much extra money, because you could deal with all the barbs and the eye rolls for people who aren't getting work done. If you're getting plenty of cash, chances are you're just sort of stuck there like everyone else. And the fact that you're putting forth effort makes it harder for them to not put forth effort, and harder for everybody to skirt by as things are going on. You have to work, live, play, if you will, in an environment that lives up to a standard. And this comes from someone who was told very early in my career that I had to be careful about trying to maintain a standard for other people to live up to. Because when you do that, you tend to find a way to be disappointed in many cases. And that was the case. So I am not a person who is overly pushing forth my standard onto other people. That's not what I do. And that's not the point of what we're saying. But if the standard that you are living by, that is either levied by the group, levied by the person, levied by the work job that you're doing, is artificially low, not just this is the basic, this is what we need to get done, and it would be great if you do better, but it's really, really low because people barely meet that standard, you have to check yourself and your standards, and maybe check them at the door, or check yourself out of that place. Most likely check yourself out of that place. Chances are you're listening to something like this because you're looking for doing better, being better, improvement, or maybe you're just trying to maintain a good level right now because things are kind of tough right now. Chances are you're not looking to do less because you want to do less, because you have a desire to do less stuff, and that will make you happier. In fact, it probably would make you feel worse. You're trying to figure out how to keep doing what you're doing and not losing any momentum. Check the standards of whom you're dealing with. Check the standards of your relationships. Check the standards of your workplace. Check the standards of your living conditions, the place where you live. If the standard is artificially low and you don't want to live at that artificially low standard, you want to blow that standard out of the way, then it's time to figure out how to move on. This is not the J Cleveland says you should break up with folks message. That's not what this is. This is literally checking to see how you are living and why you're living that way. If it's virtual or real squalor and you don't have to be there, then don't be there. It takes effort to put forth effort. And if the effort they're expecting is well below the effort that you're normally giving out, then you need to find some place or somebody who's looking for a bit more effort. When a standard is artificially low, there is no honor in just meeting that standard. Even getting a participation trophy requires showing up for the bulk of the season. This original message was published on April 11, 2022 from Welcome to Your Monday. For more messages like this one, plus books, merchandise, and other information related to this project, visit the website, welcometoyourmonday.com.